just go slightly deeper into Viveka, and let me repeat for the viewers who just again that Viveka means divine discrimination between what is right and wrong, like eternal or maybe illusion, their reality and illusion, and of course, this wonderful ancient term, Sanskrit term, is really essential for the peace of the mind, because, okay, if we don't have this divine discrimination between right and wrong, then we can really fight all kinds of conditioning and then going to be stupid. But okay, then let us come to the tools which we have both in Shivananda Yoga tradition and a Kriya Yoga tradition. Okay, what tools we actually have to transform student and let to develop maybe this divine discrimination ability of the intellect. And okay, let me say a few words about it, because okay, we have pranayama, breathing exercises. Yeah, which is deeply connected with the functioning of the intellect and the mind, and I know that in ancient traditions we have a very deep understanding. I mean, a difference between mind and intellect, because most of the New Age spiritual groups, they don't know what is the difference. But if we don't know difference between buddhi in Sanskrit, which is intellect, and a manas, which is a mind, then a huge confusion may happen. So okay, pranayama, basically, so breathing exercises, they may pacify many things, including inner dialogue, emotions, and increase your vibrations. So it's very simple. So look like, okay, you're practicing proper breathing exercises, and it may change a lot, because your emotions, your inner thoughts, dialogue, struggle, I mean, like this, just also become peaceful. And of course, in the case of Kriya Yoga tradition to which I belong, we have a lot of mantras. In the different kinds of Kriya Yoga, I mean, sometimes they even don't like to practice mantras because they think, by mistake, of course, that, okay, that's something Hindu or Buddhist. Not at all. Sanskrit is ancient language, yeah, and okay, for example, I'm Christian, I don't feel any problem, and my students, they're Christians, Jewish, and Muslims, no problem to practice mantras. And what's interesting that to practice meditation is the most difficult one. Is the most difficult job for the people to practice meditation. And actually, Kriya Yoga tradition, it's basically about meditation. But what I really experience as the meditation master, but people are very enthusiastic to learn meditation, but they can't practice because they're not ready. And it's a very ancient and a classical approach that we have. First start with okay, pranayama, breathing exercises and the mantras, and then maybe later on we can, you know, start real meditation. But anyway, okay, mantras and breathing exercises really bring peace of mind and emotional peace. And then your wonderful example, if whatever person, I forgot, Bill or whatever, Steve, okay, then so-called Steve, okay, appear as a real soul, as a real consciousness, which may, you know, approach life in his or her own way. But the yogic techniques are very useful, and of course it must be, you know, with certain philosophical ideas as well. So, okay, what kind of techniques can you describe according, okay, with the Shivananda Yoga to which you belong?
Yeah, in Shivananda Yoga, it's few things to help maintain Viveka, and this is asana, proper asana. It means proper exercise for people who doesn't know this word. It's a special exercises in yoga. In Shivananda, it's very important. It's a lot of hatha yoga in Shivananda, as you know.
So physical postures.
Yeah, physical postures. Yeah, yeah. Some physical activity, even dynamic meditation, like sun salutation, let's say, Surya Namaskar, like almost everybody knows about it. So it could be dynamic. So any physical work. It's karma yoga helps, because if somebody helps somebody, another person, it also helps the ego less, and he understands himself better in advance. Of course, reading, that's very important thing. Reading is, let's say, holy books, like special books, special texts, special scriptures, at least mentally, to understand what does viveka means, what does asana means. It's very important in Shivananda. Bhagavad Gita in Shivananda school, like it's pretty much #1 book. So another thing, of course, pranayama, of course, breathing exercise, of course, mantras, and like you said, and I said it before, it's not for everybody, not right away, because different people, I can't give mantra like stuff, but step by step, from my experience, it's not a big deal. Like almost everybody in advance, even if he's Christian or in my ashram, I'm thinking now, like everybody is listening mantras and using mantras, like 99%. So we're using mantras. We even Om mantra, we singing it together. So it's also calming your mind and tuning your mind. Proper diet, of course. Like I said, like not heavy food, because if you eat too much, and heavy food, you don't think so clear. You don't, you think slower. So and another thing, of course, energy work. Like I'm giving my energy to them, they giving their energy to me. It's like transforming. So this is also a very important thing. Even if they sitting nearby, it's already kind of meditation. And of course, meditation. We do some combination also. We do mudras, as you know, like it's asana with some luck, with some pranayama together. So it's some combination between asana, pranayama, and mudra. It's very popular.
Actually, it's very interesting that, in both traditions, the Shivananda and Kriya Yoga, so it means if somebody may come and ask this really important question about peace of mind and freedom from conditioning, there is no any one and a simple answer. Actually, it's a combination of many techniques.
It's not exist.
It's
combination like always.
Combination of like physical postures, breathing exercises, possible mantras. It's not like for sure, because if somebody
not necessarily
personal choice about mantras, and then later on meditation. What I like, you mentioned about actually importance of self-education. In a sense, it's important to read proper books, and some of them can be ancient scriptures, and sometimes it can be modern esoteric literature, and of course very important to focus on authentic authors and books. And I mean Swami Shivananda, Paramahamsa Yogananda. So authentic, because there are huge number of books we have, and doesn't mean that we have to eat and digest all of them, because not all of them are really proper and authentic. That's also important. Just last video, I think we spoke about diet, But that's important question. Diet for the mind. I mean, what kind of books we may let to penetrate into our mind and intellect. So it's like after a bunch of techniques. Okay, I think we're going to complete this video for today. And of course, the question, the topic, which was okay for today, the peace of mind in never ending. I think we in the future will come back to this discussion again and again, because it's really a huge question. And so thank you very much, Paul, for your time. I really appreciate that you shared with us many interesting personal experiences as well. And okay, yeah, that's a hard job, and let us not to pretend that that's easy job. No, it's not easy job. If we wish serious result, it must be serious job, like homework for the student.
Yeah. You should work hard. Yeah.
Work hard. That's reality.
Yeah.
And okay, in the end of the video, so how can people find you in internet? So I know that your ashram is okay. The location of the ashram is in Brooklyn, New York. So how can people find you? I think just easy, Paul Kalagin, and then right. They can see your back.
It's like my website, pavelkalaginyoga.com.
Yeah, okay.
Or just Google it, Paul Kalagin. It's very easy, and you're gonna find me for sure. Russian language or English language doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you very much. See you. Namaste.
Namaste.